Hi class, my name is Melissa Celaya. I am a mom of two, a wife. My oldest son, he's 5 years old. He has autism, and then I have a 1-year-old. Um, I have been in the field of education, actively working within the past 7 years, about to be 8 years. I've worked as a preschool teacher, as a TK teacher, kindergarten teacher, and as a preschool director. Ever since I had my daughter, I transitioned over to ABA, which was a field that I did for 6 years prior to going into education. So I'm back in that field temporarily, just until I get through my master's program, and then I do intend on going right back to education. It'll just be post-secondary education that I'll be focusing on. And then a little bit about me. I play competitive soccer since I was 5 years old. I love anime. I am obsessed with Harry Potter. Aside from that, I'm really a homebody. It's very rare that I go out unless I have a soccer game or my kiddos have some kind of extracurricular activity. What brought me to this course is simply that it's a requirement for my graduation or for my major. What I hope to learn is just getting more information on being an intentional educator. I think it's really important to not just understand that, but to apply it as well. The first prompt was knowing is essential, but is it enough? No, I don't think that knowing is enough. I think that you very much have to have that practical hands-on experience that's really going to support you to really understand the knowledge that you've gained, which takes you into the next prompt, which is, if you take a child development course, are you prepared to teach? No, absolutely not. As a preschool director, the amount of people that go into the field of early childhood education, or just education in general, that have no experience in a classroom or in the field, who only have on paper, look like they are qualified, there's a high turnover rate, I guess we can say that. A lot of the times people have a passion to work with kiddos, which is great. But because they don't have that hands-on experience, once they step into a classroom and they realize that, it's more than just the theories and everything that you learned. You have to deal with the kiddos day to day. You're dealing with behavior, specifically in early childhood education. You're going to be dealing with things like potty training, things that maybe it's not talked about in classes. You have to deal with naps. You have to deal with, understanding that, the hierarchy of needs is one of the things that are really going to play a lot when you're an educator, is understanding that unless, the kiddos' needs are being met, it is going to be very difficult for them to be able to focus and really retain information in class. So no, I don't think that taking child development courses prepares you to be a good educator or will set you up for success. I think that hands-on experience at the end of the day tends to outweigh that, knowledge of the courses. Although I do think that having that knowledge is equally important. I think you need to have both. There are plenty of educators that do well in the classroom setting in terms of instructional control and classroom management, but lack the knowledge that one would have had they taken those classes. There are licensing requirements for courses, but every preschool can hire however they see fit. But to answer the question, no, I don't think that taking a class is going to prepare you. I think it gives you the tools, but at the end of the day, it's really going to be that practical work that's going to determine whether you'll be successful or not in the classroom. Then in the last prompt is, what is necessary for you to become an intentional teacher? I think it's just really taking the time to get to know the community in which you serve. So understanding, being culturally responsive to your students, understanding that who are the kiddos that you're working with, and their family background, their cultures, traditions, languages, etc. All of that is really going to play a big role as to how well you're going to be able to communicate with parents and get parents to really immerse themselves in the education, as well as for the kiddos to make them feel like they're being represented in the classroom. I think another thing about being intentional is just understanding what your intentions are in a lesson, versus what is the perception, right? Because sometimes our intention is not aligned with what is being perceived. And so I think that just being very, very, very intentional with what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're saying it, your tone, your body language, how informed you are on the topic, I think all of that is included with being intentional. But aside from that, I look forward to hearing all of your guys' responses and meeting every single one of you. If you guys ever have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to me if you need any peer support. I'm here to help as much as I can. Thanks. Bye.